Hey, how's it going? It's Mike Gowans with OogleTree.com, and in this video I want to share with you just the big overall concept of what it is to sell something online. I think a lot of people have a feeling that it's this big, hard, crazy task to sell something online. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that it's just a piece of cake. You know, if you've never done anything like this before, then it can be, you know, maybe a stressful thing to think about, or getting into it could seem like some big task or whatever it is. But I want to just kind of give a basic outline. I don't want to go too deep in this video, but what I want to share with you is just give you a big picture look at what selling something online actually looks like. Because I think maybe once you see the big overview of what this actually is, you might maybe gain some confidence, or you might gain some ground and think, you know what, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can create some income online. Because here's the basic thing, you know, before I got into anything like this, I was always at a job. I was always like listening to a boss or something telling me, hey, well, we need you to do this. Can you take that over there? Or hey, so-and-so didn't show up today. Can you come in? And I'm like, there's got to be more to this whole life thing than listen to somebody tell me what to do with my time all day so that they can pay me some undervalued amount. And for some of you, you got some really powerful jobs, and you could just use something like this to maybe elevate your thinking, or help other people, or create some extra money for vacation with your family, or to get whatever. Just maybe a challenge. I don't know. If you've got tons of money, maybe you just do this to help people. But I always had like an interest in wanting to help others, and I always wanted to figure out what that would be. And I realized how much it sucked not to have money coming in, or to get money from a job or something like that. And so I was like, we've got this internet thing where you can reach people all over the world. Why the heck wouldn't I figure out a way to help people using it? And so I really started studying, and I was getting frustrated with, you know, the job thing, and I just, you know, I didn't have a lot of money to go get some special training, you know, that cost thousands of dollars. And I really wasn't much of a reader, to be honest with you, but I started to think, like, what the heck could I teach somebody that they'd care about? I'm like, people get stressed out, you know, people, and they're not feeling good, or about this, or they don't know how to do this, or they don't know how to do that. I'm like, well, what could I actually teach somebody that I don't have a college education. What the heck am I going to do? So I went on a crazy, like personal development study search about learning how to use the internet. I was watching videos. I was, you know, just doing personal development in general. And anytime, I had all this stuff going on in my head, and anytime that I would start to express this stuff to people, they started to show a little bit of an interest, because it was like, well, I've got a computer and the internet don't cost much to have, so, you know, yeah, that sounds like it makes sense to sell a digital product online, make some kind of information packed video course, or a report, or an ebook or something, and sell it to people for, you know, $10, $20, $50, $100. You know, we'll go out and spend $5, $6, $7 to, you know, go have a plate of food, and that's super cheap. You know, or we'll go spend money to watch Netflix, or we'll spend, you know, if you offered somebody something that they really needed help with, that you could answer for them, and it was $5, $10, $20, yeah, that's not a lot of money, but what if 1,000 people bought it that month? That's 10 grand if it was $10. And you don't have any overhead, they just download a digital file. So how do you do that? So before I get into that, I just want you to think to yourself, you know, what is something that I love? What is something that I'm super passionate about, or that I wouldn't mind studying no matter what kind of mood I'm in? You know, because you got to think of something that turns you on, that's going to get you to actually want to, you know, learn it and do it. Now, a lot of people are, find your passion and go after that and build a business with that. You have to be kind of smart too. And unless you want to have a job for the rest of your life and just do this on the side, that's cool. Then just go after whatever. and get really smart at it. And if you get good enough and you provide enough value to people, they will spend some money with you. How many people spend money with you? Well, that will be the variance. But if you want to quit your job and you want to, build something that people actually want and you want to actually make money with it, it's good to find out what people are already hungry for. And then once you know what they're hungry for, you can go study the crap out of that, interview people, learn about it, figure it out, research it to the max. And then take all your research, take all your findings, take all your experience, everything that you did with that subject that you found people were hungry for, and then create something with either a video or an audio or write out an ebook or one of those forms. That's the only way you can do it online is audio, video, text, or picture. So figure out how to use those mediums to despair to them, or despair to them, that doesn't make any sense, to disclose to them the information that you want to give to them. Okay, so that's what you want to do. And so when you put that together, you set up a simple PayPal account, you set up a simple website, easy things to do now. They've made it super easy, but you set those things up and you hide your results for them or your relief for them or your help for them behind a sales page. And then you get people in front of it. So let's just look at it real quick. And if anything about this video gets to you, I hope it's the fact that you realize after I show you this real quickly, and I'm going to make it seem pretty simple, but in reality, it is what I'm going to show you. So sometimes when I say it to people, like, oh, that just sounds too good to be true or too easy. Well, you still got to work. You still got to do it. I mean, have you ever stood in front of a camera and said words that didn't make sense like I just did earlier? And so all I'm saying is you still have to do something. You have to do the work. But what's cool about the internet, what's cool about doing something like this is it's scalable. So you can make it one time and you can sell it over and over and over and over and over again. Kind of like a music artist. They make one hit track and then they sell $1 million worth of it, or more, right? So the same kind of thing here. You could make one course that's super helpful for people that's in a niche that never goes away, like dating or weightlifting or exercise or diet or dog training or whatever the heck, anything that's going to always be around no matter what. You could create something like that, and people, as world turns and as the next group of people come out, they see your product, hey, I want that, and they pay for it. And that money goes into your pocket. And I mean, it's really cool. So I just hope this message reaches you that, you can, be an entrepreneur. You may not be a gazillionaire, but what if you had an extra $500 a month coming in? I mean, what if you had an extra 1,000 coming in or an extra couple hundred? Man, that'd make a big difference for a lot of people. So that's what I'm trying to get to you, okay? Don't be scared of selling things online or the internet, because things are going to get easier to sell, things are going to get easier to use, the tools, and they're already really easy. So let's just look at this real quick. To sell something online, here's what you got. And I'll give you kind of an idea of what you're going to do to create like a little product. I just want to kind of put a seed in your mind, okay? So first thing you got to find out is you got to find out the market, right? So you got to find out where people are hungry. So you want to find out what people are hungry for. And so you're going to do market research. And there's some really cool tools online, and we talk a lot about it here at OogleTree, and it's so there's courses out there. We've got a course where we really go through all this stuff, but just to keep this short and quick, you do market research, right? So you research your market and you find out what people are looking for. Where's the problem at? Where's there a bunch of people going towards something, or where's a bunch of people going, hey, we need help with this? That's what you're looking for. And you can find that by studying Amazon.com. What are the top selling books and why? Go to Google and type in a product name or a problem or a question and see all the forums. You could go on social media and do a scan one day and see, man, a lot of people are talking about they need help training their dog. There might be an opportunity there, okay? So you do some market research. Then the next thing you do is you decide which product, and this kind of happens in this market research phase, but you find out which product you either want to create or which product that you're going to sell that somebody else already created. And so that's what you do. So here's the idea. So you can either create it yourself, or you can go affiliate for somebody else. So let's just use dog training, for instance. You can create a dog training product yourself. You could create a little video about it and a video course. Maybe it's a 3-video course that teaches the basics of something with dog training, okay? Or you can go find a dog trainer product over a place like maybe like ClickBank, and you'll make, say, 50% or 75% of whatever the product sells for. So if the product was $100, you'd make $50 or $75 to sell it for that person. So what's cool about the affiliate part of it when you're brand new is if you've never created a product, or you're scared to stand in front of a camera or talk on an audio or create an ebook, then you can sell somebody else's product. And what's cool about it, though, is they take care of the customer service. They deliver the product. They have to build the product. They do all the heavy lifting stuff. You just get people in front of their product, and when it sells, you make money because you get a special link that tracks back to you. Okay, and they know who sold that product that way. So you find your product, you research the market, you find out what's hot, you find a product. Then next thing you do is you go to a website maybe like Weebly or something. It's just easy to use. It's really simple. Okay, you just drag a picture on the page, or you type something and you make it a link. It's really simple. There's a bunch of tutorials over there, no big deal. So you'd want to create a website, okay? And your website is going to be where you're going to be driving traffic to your website. And so that's the next thing here, okay? You're going to get some traffic to it. And what you do there is you drive traffic to your website. At your website, you're going to be collecting people's names and emails, all right? And then they go on this special email list, and you can email them whenever you'd like to email them, okay? You can email them helpful value videos, something like this. You can email them offers. You can do all kinds of stuff. But when you have people on a list that love you, that you've helped, that are all focused around dog training, then you've got a cool opportunity here. Because if you've got a list, if you made a dog training website and then you collected a bunch of emails of dog trainers, so you have a whole bunch, or people that want dog training, so you have an entire list of 1,000 people that like dog training or that own dogs. I mean, you could find all kinds of products, maybe dog dieting or dog tricks or whatever, and you could say, hey, you could send them some cool videos that are helpful, and then all of a sudden you'd be like, hey, I've been sending you some cool videos that help you, that help you and blah, 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 but I found this really cool dog trick manual, and it's $20. And let's say you make $5 off of that, and let's say you got 1,000 people on your list. Well, what if 200 of them bought off your list? 20%. I think that's 20%. Yeah, I think so. Math on camera, don't do it. So, let me see, you don't have to be smart to do this, but if you made $5 on the product, you have a list of 1,000, you send them the offer, the email, and 200 of them bought, it's $1,000. Okay, so how do you get traffic? Well, you can use social media. You can post a bunch of cool stuff on social media, and then every once in a while you can say, hey, I got a blog about dog training. You could set up a Facebook page that's just about dog training, and you could put a bunch of dog training tips and quotes about dogs and all this cool stuff, and maybe you could buy a little ad on Facebook for, let's say, $10, instead of going out to eat, you spent that money to drive some people to your social media account that like dogs, and then once they get there and they see all your cool dog stuff, they're like, hey, this person's really cool, and then pretty soon you post something that says, hey, I've got a really cool free ebook over at my website. All you got to do is put your email in and I'll send it to you. Okay, so this dog training person lands on your social media, they like your cool tips, then they see that post that we just talked about a free ebook. They go over to your website to get the free ebook. They put their email in here. They land in your email box. are on your email list, and they're a person that likes dog stuff, obviously. And then you send them this dog training offer a few days later. Does that sound really hard? You may not know how to do all this stuff, but in essence, what you need is you need a product to sell. Okay? You need to find people first that are hungry. Then you need to find a product that would feed them. And then once you have a product, either, like I said, make it yourself, or if you're brand new to this, obviously you want to just sell somebody else's product. But find hungry people, find out what they're hungry for, find a product that feeds them, takes care of their hunger, build a website over at Weebly. It's probably the easiest place ever to build a website. And then you want to drive traffic to that website. Okay? So, but now here's what's cool. All right? This traffic part, let's say you don't have any money to build a list that way. You could just tell all your friends. You could send all your friends an email. Hey, I just started a dog training website. Go check it out. And if you know anybody that has a dog, tell them to go check it out. And on your website, you'll have a couple pages. You'll have the page that has your free whatever that you're going to give away, some type of free offer that would be valuable to the people that you're feeding with your product. And they got to give you their email to get that. And then the other thing that you'd have on there is like an about page, simple page, okay? And then you explain what your website's about and why you're doing it. A contact page. You would need a home page that just kind of introduces people to your website, what they can find on there, la-di-da. And then you'll have a blog. And on your blog, you're going to be posting a bunch of maybe videos like I post like this on my blog, or articles, or other ebooks, or pictures, or just valuable, helpful content that will help people and that they maybe will share or comment about. Then you're doing that. Well, there's a lot of other people that are doing blog stuff too. So you could go to their blog and you could leave a really cool comment on their blog, and let's say that they're getting lots of traffic at their blog. Well, you could leave a comment and say, hey guys, this blog post here is pretty cool, and here's some great tips that I know that would go along with this blog post, and if you want more tips like this, you can either go to my social media or you can go to my blog at blanketyblank.com, and we can talk more, or you can check it out and get more information. And that is another way to drive traffic to your blog, to your website, where they'll eventually put their email in, they'll get on a list, kaboom. So here's how you think about it. When these people get on a list, you're just going to send them 4 emails. So let's imagine this person here. I learned this from Frank Kern, by the way. It's called Results in Advance. And then this is their dog training success. Okay, if we're going to use a dog. So this is them having success with their dog training, and this is them. They want to train their dog. So how do we get them to here? So the first thing is step 1 in the dog training thing, step 2, step 3, and then buy my stuff. So these 3 videos are just completely free. They're completely just value. So they opted in to get your ebook, okay? And they're looking at your ebook. It was super helpful. And after that, they're like, wow, they think you're cool. You've got a little authority in the dog training deal. And then the next day, they get this email out of nowhere. And that email, you can set that up at GetResponse. GetResponse.com is an email provider that you can set up, and it just automatically sends emails for you, and it collects email addresses for you, okay? And so day 1, they get this helpful thing, and then day 3, they get this next helpful thing, And then day 5, they get this next helpful thing. And you've built up, given them all this value and slowly taken them closer to this dog training, how to teach them how to sit. So this is the first thing they need to learn about teaching a dog how to sit. This is the second thing they need to learn about teaching a dog how to sit. And then this is the third thing they need to know about teaching a dog how to sit. But ultimately, all 3 of those things, you're just kind of overviewing and going over it. To get into the nitty-gritty, you say, hey, if you liked all of this stuff and you liked that type of help and you thought that was helpful, I got a guy that I found or a lady that I found, and they've got the ultimate training, dog training about how to teach them how to sit, and it's $25. Check it out. And that's the 4th email that goes out. Boom. You've built a lot of love and trust and respect and authority, and they're like, help, this is great. And then when you offer this, a good majority of the people will go buy it. So anyways, that went a little longer than I wanted it to, and this is a bunch of scribbles, but hopefully you kind of see that it's not really hard. I know we talked about a lot of stuff and it's all over the place, but ultimately it's not. You find out what people are hungry for, you find a product that will feed them, you build a website that's focused on that topic or that problem or that product, and then you start creating helpful, valuable content that you can post on your social media or on your blog or that you can share with other people. And those people start to come back to your website. They look and see that you have a free ebook or a free video, 3-4 videos that they can download, or free whatever would help them in that topic or subject. And they give you their email for that. And then you build some goodwill, some good value in your email list, and then eventually you send them an offer or a link to either, somebody else's product or your own product. So hopefully that just gives you some type of inspiration as to maybe starting a business online, because honestly, the online world is just, to me, it's awesome because it allows you to work from wherever you can get an internet connection. It costs you practically nothing to get started. You hardly need anything to do this. You can get a Weebly website for free, or you can upgrade it for like $100 bill. Okay, so spend your money wisely. If $100 is tight, figure it out. Sell something, whatever. Okay, that's $100 a year, by the way, or you can pay monthly, I believe. I don't know what their thing is now, but signing up for ClickBank is free. All right. And then doing market research, that just is time. And driving traffic, that again is just time. And if you want traffic immediately and you want it fast, you can pay $10 here, $10 there, $20 there. You can, if you're serious about, having a business online or making money online, then you would spend your money on that instead of other stuff for a while. Because if you get this going, and you can do it very part-time, and on the side you're making an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month on the side, life changes for you. A lot of people don't even make $2,000, $3,000 a month anyway. And if you were making that extra on the side with your job, if you just spent an hour a night working on your blog or your website, what if it took you 6 months to get everything rocking and rolling, but in 6 months you had an extra $2,000 a month coming in? How would that change your current situation? So anyways, I want you to think about that. If you want deeper dive information like this, then you can always subscribe over at OogleTree.com if you're watching this somewhere else. If you're on OogleTree.com, go subscribe. If this helped you, if you know somebody that this would help, then share it with them. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can maybe post this on social media or email it to a friend or whatever. But leave me a comment below if you liked it or if you think I'm crazy or whatever. I don't care. Just give me some kind of reaction. But if you are watching this somewhere else other than my website, head over to OogleTree.com. And there's some more free training over there, and there's some really cool stuff. So hopefully this helped you. Hopefully it inspired you. And I'm going to see you in the next video.